Hey y'all, Mama Snark here. It is Carnival Jubilee Cruise Day 5? 4 or 5?
I don't know.
5, I think?
Lost track.
Yeah.
On island time.
We just pulled into, which you will have seen the time lapse already. We just pulled into port at Costa Maya. And there is, look how blue the water is. We went to Blue Iguana and got some burritos. It is 7:40. We need to be at the end of the pier by 8:45 to check in with our excursion guide. We're gonna go check out the Mayan ruins. It's a small group, so it should be like a smaller transit van with just a couple of people. And it includes, I think it said like 2 bottles of water, 2 sodas, and 2 beers or something. But it's an hour to get there and then an hour to get back from them, and I think we get 2 hours like in the thing. It said you have to pay like a $5 filming fee if you want to film, for like a government fee. So I'll be doing that and taking you along with us. Y'all, I am in rough shape this morning. I saw kind of did a pan of us going to Chacchoben afterwards, and I had a little too much to drink, so I've taken Advil and ibuprofen, and I'm worried about putting something in my stomach, but I know that I need to, so wish me luck. This is a friendly reminder to pack those patient pants because they had an issue with us getting off the ship. I don't remember what was going on, but the line was very backed up and people had shore excursions booked. This is through no fault of the crew, so please don't yell at them. They figured it out and were able to get us off the ship in time. We escaped! That was a cluster. So because that Virgin ship was coming in wherever that is, that's another Carnival ship. There was a Virgin ship coming into dock, so it hung up the gangway. So where we were at, we couldn't get off. They closed the gangway. So then they said if you have a shore excursion, go to the front of the ship gangway. So we had to go up, and then over, and then down. But we're off. So we're headed to the end of the pier to meet our excursion and go see some ruins. It's pretty. There's the... we are going to Zone 5.
It will connect the whole Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah.
First beer I've had.
Yeah. First beer of the trip. What is it called?
Scotty.
I don't drink beer. I grabbed a water. But we are waiting for a tour guide to go in. We did a little ride through the city. We're in the parking area now. There's a ton of buses. So I'm glad we did the small group. She said that she's going to take us. We're going to climb up the pyramid thing.
the map, guys. Welcome officially to Chacchoben. Chacchoben in Maya language means place of the red corn, red maize. You hear that? Tour guide. Yes. It's a tour guide. Okay, today you're gonna hear crazy whistles. That one is a conch seashell. Back to the pre-classic and classic period, the priests used to call the people with that from top of the temple. This palm tree in Cancun, for example, okay? You're not going
She
to
said those
grow
are
more.
coconuts.
That's the regular size. Do you eat those? Yes.
Huh.
You're not gonna get much. Yeah, locals they use the oil. It's very important.
They use the oil.
Platform that you can see in front of us, it was not even in the map. Okay, so 3 years ago, all this area was full of trees, palm trees, and more. Now we have the ticket areas new. Library is going to be open soon, hopefully. Forget about that. What is important is that platform. It was covered by the jungle. Okay? Dynasty. Only dynasty. They used to build a house on top of a platform like that. Different reasons. In rainy season, your house needs to be at least 1 meter or 2 elevated. Close. Then snakes and more. Yeah, we have animals. But the main purpose of the platform is this. They used to bury the family inside.
Huh.
Imagine the traditional Mayan house on top of that platform, wood, and the roof was made of palm tree, the leaf, organic material is one. So what we have left is the platform.
This is crazy looking. Less are more impressive than Ireland ruins. More. The fairy rings had like nothing left.
Okay,
But it's beautiful.
Okay, this one is the Temple 24, the back of the building. We're going to see the front later, okay?
Okay.
Now, picture time. You can go that way, this way, in the middle over there.
That's my face.
Take a nice picture. The whole structure.
Awesome.
We call it ceiba in Spanish, Yakche in Maya language, cotton tree is the one that you can see behind you guys. Okay? That one is the ceiba. Can you see that seed? Yes. Inside is full of cotton.
Huh.
Cotton.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I found it on the floor.
Yeah, we saw some back there.
Wow.
Yeah, you see, it's a brown.
Yeah,
brown.
there's a whole bunch on the floor over there.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the cotton. Okay. Now, on top of the tree we have 13 gods. Let's call it sky. Earth is where we are. Can you see the structure in the middle? Okay. And the roots represent the underworld. Chivalba in Maya language. Sinjos. The sinjos, those are the gates to the underworld and underground rivers. So we have 9 gods and 13 gods. I'm not saying that we have good gods and bad gods. No, both they have this duality. Now, Mayans believe in reincarnation. So when you pass the 9 levels of the underworld, you back. Can you see the snake with feathers? Okay, around? That one is the god Kukulkan. In Chichen Itza, guys, the main structure of the temple of the god Kukulkan is a whole calendar. Every solstice, you can see on the corner of that building a shadow of a snake going down the temple. Okay? That's why it's one of the 7 new wonders in the world. It's a calendar. What I'm trying to say is that all the structures, they have a specific position and purpose. This one, the Temple 24, is lined up with Venus. Okay, I will show you where you can see the solstice and the equinox. Okay, can you see the ceiba in the middle? Okay, now we have on top a structure with 30 levels. The position of the sun like a clock during the day. Okay, if I turn this one, you will see another structure but with 9 levels. Helps a lot to the archaeologists this. After clean all the roots and trees, if they find 9 levels, okay, represent the underworld. Local fruit. Yeah, it's a big brown ball.
Take a look in this one.
Yep, looks like a big kiwi.
What's it called?
Mamey.
Mame.
Mamey.
Said it tastes like papaya.
My mother. Mommy.
The first one is the palm tree, right? You can see it. The second one is the strangle fig. Matapala, we call it in Spanish because it's killing it. So these three can tend to need another one, but also need light. So it's killing it while it's going on. Strangle fig. I will show you one that is almost dead, okay?
The birds.
Okay, guys. This is the front of the temple 24. The archaeologists, they close the door, the access to keep the carvings from the other structure that is inside. I will show you the pictures. We have some carvings over there. But some people over there. We're going later. Calendar. There's 2
Altar here.
calendars in one. I think it's how the Mayans build the structures, and the other one is how the archaeologists work. Completely different. Can you see there is a line between the rocks? Yes? That's the restoration mark. Everything that is below the line, original. Above the line, restoration work. Same rock, yes. Different more. Yeah, after you clean all the dust and roots, if they find a wall that is complete, keep it. Mark with a line, because there is something. That rock was here, put it back. So you will see the line all over. And doesn't matter if you go to Chichen Itza, to Tulum, or another archaeological site, you will see that. That's the restoration. Now we're going to see the carvings over there.
She said they survived on a diet of beans, corn, and squash. And the sacrifice circle, wherever it is, would go, the equinox, the sun would go to the sacrifice, and they'd sacrifice basically to control with fear.
Tree inside died.
Another strangle tree. That one's, the tree inside of it died.
Can you hear it?
It's a death whistle.
That's the dead whistle.
She said it's a skull and it sounds like a woman screaming.
Be like soldiers, a bunch of them all doing that one.
That's cool. Yeah, that's the dead whistle. Okay. I'm like,
Got it.
now you can see the strangle figure with you. Dead and dead. Okay. Yes. Be careful, please. We're going down here. Step down. Sideways.
Don't break an ankle.
Okay, you can help me over there. That would just be.
Glad I packed running shoes.
Oh, that's rude. Are you gonna be like that one
Strangle tree.
grandma from the cruise? Yep. Oh.
Is this residential?
Yes, but what else? What else? You can
Market.
There you go. Free
Look at that smart man I married.
You read
Okay.
the sign.
Yes, guys. The market is always downtown. Move. Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So remove the trees again. They use open area like this market also to play games. Exactly.
So she was saying in order to like build everything, they use, what was it, sap?
Rubber tree and stuff.
Rubber tree and sap and water to make like the mortar for it.
Roots.
And so each one of these buildings, they're not sure how many lived in each house. Some of them might have been like a small single family home. Some of them might have been like all the jewelry makers lived together. It's a conch shell. So it's interesting to see, like, and basically like he was saying, like all of them opened out into the middle courtyard. So everyone's like front yard was the same. Next we're headed to go climb. I'm glad I packed running shoes and that I wore pants. This looks like another strangle tree. Here you can see the remnants of the tree it killed inside of it. That's crazy.
Termite.
Yeah, the big, you can't see the sun's like directly. There's the big termite nest. These massive palm fronds. Look at those, jeez.
Look the monkey. What is that?
Where?
It's a baby one, so the mother should be near here.
I don't see it.
It's moving. The branches.
There it is.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Whoa!
It's up there. I heard the monkey yesterday.
Whoa! I'll see if I can zoom in editing so you can see better. She said we're about to climb the front side of this structure. You saw the monkey?
Yeah, like Rocky.
Bum, bum, bum.
Let's go.
It's the eye of the tiger. Taking the stairs, the whole cruise has brought us to this moment. Oh, that's a bright sun. That way you can catch me if I fall.
Sure. I'm totally gonna catch you. Not gonna just move out of the way.
Oof. Is he coming? He's just gonna leave me here.
Put it down. Put it down. Did you get one like that?
Some long strides to get up here, huh? Not that bad because you're 6'3". Us 5'5" girlies are struggling.
Eddie.
Ignore the heavy breathing, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna take the other one down.
It's pretty dang cool. Whoa. Oh, that's steep. See, going, that freaks me out.
Yeah.
She said you take the other way down on the other side, though. I am scared.
right here. That's what happens right here in this place. Bueno, ¿cómo están? How is the climbing? Easy? We still can do this one. Last January.
That's really cool looking. So this is the easier way to go down. It's less steep. So hopefully I won't bust my behind or my ankle. The sweat. You know who would love this? Is your sister. His sister and his dad are both like, and my brother are super into history. I'm gonna put the camera away so I don't bust my behind, but look at the rocks. Headed back to the boat. Birds. So I told hubby I was about to start entering panic mode because they dropped us back off, not in the same place they picked us up. So we had to leave and go through like the entire port. And as I just saw there, I showed you, there's a lot of ships here, and it was crowded. There's a lot of bodies. I don't do well with a lot of bodies. So, it is just before 1. We're going to go ahead and get back on the ship. Go find some food. I passed out on the way back. I was tired and I needed a nap. But that was a good tour. Good tour. We had a good tour guide. Always make sure you bring cash to tip. And she said tip her and the driver separately. We tip, so make sure you've got enough cash to do that.
We work together, but we don't live together.
Fair. So, yeah, we're just gonna get back on the ship now because I'm not trying. You can see all these people behind us that are like just getting here and getting off. It was crazy. So we might, when we go to Cozumel, we might do a little bit of shopping. And the port, I feel like the port there is a little bit less crazy and less chaotic. They just had like, over here, a big swimming pool. Because there's not a beach. It was just a big swimming pool with like a bar and lounge chairs and stuff, and so many bodies in it.
It's like a bigger version of the middle of the Lido deck.
Yeah, like he said, bigger version of the middle of the Lido deck. So we're heading back on that thing. So hubby and I walked to the front of the ship because we wanted to see a little bit better the other ships that were docked near us. But we walked to the front. So this port, this pier feeds from 4 different cruise ships that are about the same size as ours. There's no beach, like you can't just go like swimming at the beach. There's a pool like there, And then there was another one like right next to it that had like
between the two brown buildings behind or in front of the brown, taller, like 3-story building.
but it's that whole port, like I was telling him, it's like a gerbil maze. So when we got on our excursion, we left from the back there, and when they dropped us off in the middle. So it's like we were trying to come out and figure out where to go, and we ended up like trapped in a gerbil maze full of people. And I was starting to hyperventilate because I don't do people very well, and hubby doesn't do people well either, but I really don't do people well when I feel trapped. So that wasn't very fun. So we came back to the ship, and we've just been eating and people watching and walking around. But that's the rest of the island. We're trying to figure out what this resort is here. It's got like water slides and stuff that come off of it. So yeah.
Maya, the Lost Mayan Kingdom.
Maya, the Lost Mayan Kingdom. Got it. And we think those towers out there are like ziplining towers for like the adventure park. Yeah, not my favorite part. My favorite port. I'm glad we did what we did and got kind of out of the port section and did the Mayan ruins. I liked the historical aspect of it. It was really fun. We had a good tour guide. Came back to a little one of these guys. He says it's a puppy dog. Went and grabbed an entire pepperoni pizza from the pizza place Coastal Slice on deck 8. And now we're about to take that sucker and go out, on the balcony. Whoo, y'all, I'm people about. Going through that port. Oh man. I'm struggling. So, when we were coming back on the ship, they had the other ship that was coming off, and all of a sudden I hear my name shouted, and I was like, what? Random coworker that works in a different division than I work in. We used to work in the same division, but he was passing by with his family. He was like, hey! I was like, what ship are you on? Just weird, because like that was a lot of people. But yeah, so we're gonna go set up out here and enjoy some pizza. It's still out there?
He's out that way.
Dang.
Coming back.
Okay.
Coming back.
There's been a swordfish circling. Of course it goes away. And there was another little shark that was somewhere over here. Of course it went away when I got the camera out.
What's your favorite thing? You can hunt for fish fly, the short fly.
You mean the shark boss?
I did the last boss in Donkey Kong Country.
Good job, buddy. That's his favorite thing he's done there is play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So at the very beginning of the tour I'm gonna butcher, what is the name of the place that we went to? Chicanob?
No. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Chacchoben?
Chacchoben? Right. That sounds correct.
Chacchoben, yeah. Something. I apologize if I'm butchering.
Chacchoben is not correct.
Correct. It's Chacchoben, I think. Mm-hmm. So at the very beginning of the tour, she said anyone that has a GoPro or something like that needs to pay the $4 fee for the government to film. And I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I don't think she'd ever seen one before. She was confused. She's like, let's go in the office and just ask. And I paid the fee. It was $4. Gave him a $5. He gave me $1 back. And then the receipt here so that I can film. She said if you have your cell phone on you, you can just use your cell phone and that's fine. But if you have any kind of like external camera, you do have to pay the government fee for it.
He's just out there laying in the sun. Oh, I just had a nap. Right here on this couch. I'm tired. I drank too much last night, and I am still paying for it today. Yeah, it was nice. It's still too sunny out there for me. I'm gonna wait till we pull off before I go back out on the balcony, but I think I'm about to go shower and freshen up because we sweated today and I'm covered in like sunscreen and stuff walking in the jungle. So I'm gonna go freshen up, put a little cotton dress on for dinner. And that might be all she wrote for today, y'all. As soon as I start filming. They have like sea turtles and stuff going across the ceiling.
They're camera shy.
Ridiculous. Dinner. French onion soup.
Alright.
It was alright. We're used to La Madeleine's French onion soup, which is way better. It was really hot. He said it tasted like they put it in an industrial commercial microwave for 2 minutes before giving it to us because it was so hot you couldn't touch it. But it was okay. His chicken parm, based on his face after he took a bite, was mediocre. Okay. How were the potatoes?
Potatoes were okay.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Nothing to write home about.
It was edible and nothing special.
About all you can ask for cruise food. The catfish. The cream spinach was nah. It had literally no seasoning on it. The batter of the catfish was tasteless. Like, it was crunchy, but it had no seasoning. Also, the tartar sauce was like the consistency of ranch. The mac and cheese was actually quite delicious, but other than that, my meal was very sad for having Emerald's name on it. And then the chocolate melting cake always hits. That's always a winner. The inside of it is like barely cooked and it's super ooey gooey chocolatey. So that one's a winner every time. You can't miss with that one. Before I forget, I want to tell a little story time. So we're going to dinner. We tend to not take elevators that much because they're always crowded, so we just walk. So we're on the 11th floor, walking down to the 6th floor for dinner. And when we hit, floor 10 or 9, his dad and his little boy were walking down. And all of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye, like, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh, God. And I turned and I looked, and the little boy had fallen on his booty butt, like, halfway down the staircase. And he had a tablet in his hand. And he goes, oh, that was scary. And his dad goes, well, yeah, dude, you're not watching where you're going. He goes, well, I wanted to play Minecraft.
Walking down stairwell, playing Minecraft on the tablet.
Oh, and he was like, I feel your pain, man. I got one of those too. And the dad was like, he's only 4. And we're like, ours started at 3. It just reminded us of our little man cub so much. Just going to show you how rough the seas are. The wind is blowing like crazy.
As much as anything on that big ship.
Yeah.
Pushing it around.
I'm not doing well. Oh, this hair. Yeah, so I'm not doing well. I just put another seasick patch on and it wasn't sticking well, so hubby, I don't know if you can see that, he was like, hold on, he went and got a breather right strip and stuck it over it to try and hold it on, because we went to the comedy club and we were sitting sideways instead of like, I typically need to face the motion of the ship. So actually I'm gonna turn this way. So in the comedy club, I was sitting sideways and I just like grabbed his leg and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm not doing all right. So we came back up here and I was trying to not put another patch on until we got back from Cozumel tomorrow because we're gonna go snorkeling, so it's gonna come off. They don't stick that great. It's one of the prescription ones. It starts with an S, I don't know what the name of it is. But they don't stick that great. So the first one lasted, I think, like 2 days before it came off. 3 days before it came off. So I was trying to wait until we got back tomorrow to put the new one on, and that will get me through the last sea day and get me back to Galveston. But y'all can hear this wind. So hopefully this kicks in and I can sleep tonight because I am not doing great right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here because I'm just trying to survive right now. So I hope you enjoyed today. The Mayan ruins were really cool. That was a really cool part of the day. I enjoyed that. So, you know, just another casual introverts day on the Carnival Jubilee. Make sure you give this video a like and a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, follow along for more content. Bye guys.